Good morning, Professor.
Good morning. Okay, so today, what are there that we have to discuss? We have so many topics to discuss, as mentioned in our session plan. We have things like product analytics, and we have things like perceptual mapping. We would be doing funnel analytics as well. So yeah, this is a basic way. So this will be yeah, we will be discussing metrics largely, but we have some unfinished agenda. But yeah, we on product analytics, we need to get back to regression once again. A little bit of regression. So a little bit of Excel will be there. Fewer, not much Excel will be there today and day after tomorrow. Day after the next classes. All right. So, like last day, we discussed about segmenting and clustering. Clustering is like classification. All right. So let us discuss a few things like uh, uh, you might have seen recommendation systems. Yeah, recommendation systems from YouTube, Amazon. So, do you think it is very important in the current time that we have a kind of recommendation system? What is the role of recommendation system in marketing in the current era, not in the
To get the data of the customer and plan your marketing plans accordingly so that you can cater to the right customer in the right way.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, yeah. More options are there. Yeah, we have to get it. Well, what is relevance? Because it's a new thing. It was not there 10 years, 15 years back. I mean, if there it was very like used by very small section of marketers. Yeah. Samir has to say something. Yes.
Yeah, so, Professor, basically, if we talk about the recommendation system, uh, they like no on the back end they try to understand the customer preferences. They do a lot of data analysis and they figure it out if customer is searching for, say, suppose mobile, then and if he has not complete the transaction, they do retargeting communication. This like no they try to bring them back. So in a way, like no with data, they try to understand what customer is looking for and they try to advertise those things to that set of customer. So in a way, we with recommendation, we'll be able to send personalized communication, personalized and customized communication.
Very true. Very we this is another this jargon personalization. So personalization is very expensive actually. So because of technology that we are living in new era, that personalization is possible. Yeah, that's, the meaning is that it is about recommendation is about data-driven method that is going to help to do marketing, to do campaign, to target customers. Yes. So why this recommendation is important actually? It was happening in the past also. If someone will go to clothing store, if someone will go to video parlor, if someone will go to any grocery store, there will be some person who would be recommending something. Salespersons would be recommending something. Maybe they're the kind of things that they might be selling would be lesser in number as compared to Netflix or Amazon, but they also actually are into recommendation. What is the relevance of recommendation? What is the relevance of recommendation as such? Let us probe a little deeper. What you said is correct, that yes, but that is the basic of marketing as such. Before we get a final yes or something, we have to do a lot of marketing. And in that, what is the role of recommendation? What it does actually? Can we have more 360-degree view or granular view of this very thing? Because there are more people are there. I hope they are there behind. I can see, I can understand few people are there, were there, but not all of you are there. So I would like to understand because this is very important. Let me tell you, it is very important and we should understand its importance actually very seriously and very, it's important. Not just important, it is going to, it has become a spine to many types of marketing activity or marketing organization. It has become marketing in itself. If we talk about marketing automation, which may take away the jobs of marketing managers, can you think little deeply to explain as a consumer, not as a manager? Because if you understand as a consumer the power of recommendation system, you may be able to institute such things at the places where you work, or you can do such things by yourself. That is why I am asking.
Professor, can I add another point here?
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
I'm working in a broking industry.
Mm-hmm.
In broking, what happens, like, no, different people have a different liking towards investment. Say some are derivative traders, some are equity investors. In equity also there are intraday trader, short-term trader, long-term trader. Even in this also further we can segmentize, like, some are large cap investors, some are mid cap investors, some are small cap companies investor, right?
Yes.
Now, say, why I'm saying, because when we also provide a advisory to them, right? This set
Yes.
of customer. Now,
Yes.
when we are disseminating advisory, earlier the approach was we used to send all the research recommendation to all set of customer. So somewhere, like, no, when customer was receiving all irrelevant communication or
Mm-hmm.
advisory,
Mm-hmm.
gradually they have lost the interest from our advisory, because
Yes.
they are getting lot of unwanted information.
Yes.
Now, post like, no, adopting that algo, what
Mm-hmm.
is the customer liking, preference, trade behavior, and everything we analyze on a very granular level. And
Mm-hmm.
post that we have created a customer persona. Ex customer persona prefer intraday, and that too below 50 rupees small cap stock. If any such advisory comes, right, we disseminate to that group only. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what we have seen is the engagement of customer has increased. Earlier it was X, now it is X plus plus.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how the classification for customer, they are getting relevant communication. Second, they are feeling that as a customer, I feel like, no, I'm getting relevant message. Second, company understand my need. Third, what I expect from the company, they are delivering it to me. As a customer, I feel that. And as a company, if we are adopting data driven approach, then the engagement with the customer would be higher.
Hmm. Okay. So, yes, he described his own personal experience, hands-on experience, that earlier he was working with segmenting system that we discussed, market segmentation. It was not effective. So he classified customers according to their demographics or something which he described. It did not work. So he's made the system more sophisticated. So he started developing personas. Next class, we'll be discussing briefly what is customer persona. So persona is like an artificial personality and their pain points are identified. So somebody can create 5, 6 different types of artificial customers. And those artificial customers will be used as a sounding board to your planning process. And then you think that if I have to address this person's pain points or aspirations, how I may proceed. That's the person. And it improved. And it was data driven. He must have taken it from consultant. But the important thing I would like to highlight, I hope all of you are here, is that this, yeah, you can switch on your video also. Yes, you want to add something. My
Sir, is it something similar to what remarketing is in Google and Facebook? What we're discussing?
remarketing. Yeah, it is also a remarketing, of course. But the see, important thing is what? Recommendations, don't get bogged down by the jargon. Try to understand things in its in elemental way. The marketing is primarily a recommendation thing. Just like Samir said, if you recommend the right thing, you succeed. If you recommend the wrong things, you do not succeed, rather you lose your customers.
Exactly.
Very, very dangerous thing that what you recommend, isn't it? So salesperson success may depend on personality, this or that, but what he recommends, how he recommends, when he recommends, all these things are very important. So you cannot ignore this thing that how important is the recommendation system. Now, because in online marketing, we talk about personalization and all are data driven personalization. Your YouTube, your Facebook, Instagram, Netflix, all these businesses are dependent on recommendation system. One may like to go to Amazon and not on Flipkart because Amazon's recommendation system may be better. Maybe a Netflix's recommendation system may be better. Netflix is the pioneer of recommendation system. All right. So and similarly, if somebody is working with brokering company, the brokering recommendation system is very important. People go to Warren Buffett's article to just to steal some of the recommendations he is quietly making or subtly making. So all these things happen. Recommendations are important. You go to library. Libraries are full of books. If recommendation system is not there, people will not use the library. People just go there to enjoy a nice time. Actually, they come with their own books and study there rather than looking at the books placed in the library. So the recommendation system is very important. Two things you have to understand. Recommending is dangerous thing. Recommending is like very important thing, and recommendation involves cost. That if you recommend something, you have a system. If you recommend something, you have salespeople. If you recommend something, you have acquisition cost. You have a technology. If recommendation is not right, your marketing ROI is going to fall down, and this is the core of the very important. If your recommendations are not correct, your marketing ROI is going to collapse. Your cost of marketing will be more and your income will be less. Your revenue will be less. Worse, you will be losing the customer. So all these things. So do you know what is the basis behind recommendation system? What is the basis? What is the data driven basis? You talked about data driven basis. What is that? Do you know? It is clustering. It is classification. The basis is that what we discussed in the last day. I discussed that customer classification and marketing classifications are two different things, which is highlighted by Samir. Samir said that they did the marketing classification. It was not working. He went away to their profiling. So whether it is Facebook, whether it is Instagram, whether it is YouTube, whether it is Netflix, whatever available in the public domain, you learn that their recommendation system primarily draws from this science and art of clustering, which is very huge. Bulky books are there. I just introduced you to just a small idea. It's not neural network as such, because in neural network you need to have some fixed kind of ends actually to make system learn. There is another class of thing, that's a clustering, which becomes important. So if you understand that customer similarity are found out, accordingly they are classified and recommendations are made. Let me explain you things in graphical way. What clustering things do algorithmically. Let me explain it graphically. Suppose there are two customers. There is a customer A and customer B. Customer A does these kinds of things and customer B does these kinds of things. And there is a customer C and there is a customer D. Customer C does these kinds of things and customer D does these kinds of things. Now there is a zone of overlapping and there is a zone of overlapping. Now, what I discussed in the last day, I tried to find Euclidean or Pythagoras distance, but there are a lot many ways. It is just one of the starting point, elementary thing that we do. So by that, I want to know the similarity or distance between A and B. Here, A and B distance will be high, similarity will be low. Here, distance will be less and similarity will be high. So what will be done? Here, whatever C is doing will be recommended to D, and whatever C is doing and will be recommended to D. Isn't it? This is going to be done. But here, whatever A is doing, it may not be recommended to B. It may not be, and whatever B is doing is not going to be recommended to A because it may fail. It may fail, and here it will be success. And people have found that here success rate increase and they improve the system and the success rate further increases. Just like what Samir said that after having customer profile, their success rate increase. So in pursuit of success rates, this business is done recommendation, which is based on classification systems. Classification system. and it is not neural network. A classification system is used by them, whatever information is there in the public domain, and the basis is that what we discussed in the previous session. So yes, you are not going to become master of recommendation system, but the basic idea you tend to know that yes, classes, classifications are developed. And if in one class, if some people are doing something and others are not doing that, probability is found out that what is the probability that they are going to do the same. And those things are recommended to them. This is the basis. This is the foundation of recommendation system. Whether it is Amazon, whether it is YouTube, whether it is Facebook, Instagram, they have informed such things in the public, and not the algorithms, but what they do, what kind of filtering method, collaborative filtering method they do, they have here. And Netflix used to run competition, public competition a few years back because of privacy. They discontinued it, but that was there. All right. So
Sir,
that's, yeah.
just to clarify, does it mean that in case of YouTube, if we consider that there is somebody who's watching A type of video, a customer A and customer B is watching also similar videos, so the recommendation would be same for customer A and customer B?
Yeah, see, data, see what term used by us, data driven. Data driven means data is already available. When YouTube is new, empty bar problem, then they will be having no data and they will be just experimenting. But
Mhm.
now they have huge data. Now, on the basis of data, they identify which customers are similar, which
Okay.
customers are similar, which users are similar. All right. So you may
Mm.
log in, your history may be captured. If you are
Yeah.
not logged in, still something will be captured. So their click behaviors are captured. That I recommended this, they went this, they clicked. Y'all. So based on the clicking behavior or common clicking behavior, similarity or dissimilarity scores are calculated. All
Okay.
right. So any particular situation, if a customer is or user is very close to you, they are doing that, you are likely to do that as well, isn't it?
Okay.
So in
Okay.
YouTube, in Amazon, what is that mentioned? That if anybody who has purchased it also have purchased it, maybe they have purchased it or not, I do not know, but definitely they have clicked it and did the information processing, isn't it?
Mhm. Mhm.
So this thing is also called collaborative filtering. The meaning is that collaborative filtering means it is a democratic thing. People are giving votes to various movies, various products, and votes are counted. And then people, on the basis of similarity, they said, they are doing it. You may also be doing that. And that is why YouTube's recommendations are so relevant, isn't it? Human being cannot do that. If human being will be doing that, what is going to happen? Human being may fail because the requirements are huge, billions. Yeah. A single algorithm cannot do. If single algorithm will do, it will be very static. It will not be moving. We will feel bored immediately. There will not be any excitement, and we may be finding it useless also, isn't it? So
Mhm.
it is organic. It is evolving every moment. It's a complex algorithm, but the basis is this classification system. So it's a collaborative. You say it is a collaborative filtering. Why collaborative? Because data is taken from the customer. They do not apply their mind. They see that where people are going. Just like where ant is going, you identify the hole of the ant or the home of the ant. Isn't it? Where ant is going, you just track. Similarly, customers themselves do that. See, today AI is little more sophisticated, but just on the basis of the content, no algorithm could classify the videos in appropriate manner. It is the customers who create various paths, tracks. They spend their time, and those paths are read by the algorithm, and people are classified. Getting my point? Now AI is more sophisticated. Is still it has not reached to the point that just on the basis of video they can classify it. Even YouTube, Facebook, everybody fails. Huh? Even your campaigns, social media campaign fail. People play with the algorithm. It's not like that. But the what human creates, the paths, that's enduring and very clear actually.
And so, just to add on, so this is Amit. I'll give you the real time scenario. So, what we have done, we have used some AI model, right? And we tested on certain campaigns as part of Tata Group. And, it did not do well. Vis-a-vis when we do, the human comparison versus AI in terms of writing the content or changing the subject line. So, 94% view was for all the articles or blog or white papers or any TLPCs was related to human, and 4% was touch based by the human, which was related to AI. So there is a huge difference. So still people prefer the human intervention, which was the real time scenario.
See, let us try to understand. What you are saying is about language processing, writing the content, isn't it?
Yeah.
Recommending product is different thing. See, AI is successful for some time or machine learning when you have to recommend a product. You have to do simpler things. YouTube's recommendation system cannot be performed by human beings. Neither the Netflix's recommendation system, nor Instagram, nor Facebook. We remain engaged to Instagram because they have a recommendation system. All posts are recommendation. Facebook managed to glue us, or we have lost interest in Facebook if the recommendation system is actually politically skewed or do it skewed that way, whatever thoughts they may come to their mind. So if it is not totally democratic, then people may lose interest, isn't it? See, language processing has just started happening because of Chat GTP and these things. We are enthusiastic and we have gotten into that bandwagon. So what you are saying is going to change in 6 months or whatever. That's a different issue. But what I am talking about is product recommendation, not writing of content. If writing of content will be done successfully by the computer, which will happen, salespeople may lose a job actually. So they have to reskill themselves. They have to understand that how to deal with these things. That's one thing. However, you should understand that this AI system are actually learning systems. If
Yeah.
you just like human beings, there is a small baby will do lot of mistake. The small baby cannot even go to potty. Now the small baby grows and learns and then he start acting very wisely. So all these computer algorithms, what we call AI, are like babies. So they commit mistake and they learn. But learning is
Basically,
not your control, and very soon they may learn, and that will be a very dangerous day. It's good that it's not happening because now, yeah, this language processing is the only thing that at a lower level is that one may say that we are more skilled. If language processing will be taken away, then the chatbots will take away the job of sales people actually. Yeah, that's the thing. So this is why it is happening. This is why. But the data driven, it is this all this AI are data driven. If
yes.
law it is not trained with lot of data, it will not work well. So this system is improving from in two-dimensional way. One is that it is learning because of data. Another algorithm is also becoming sophisticated. And the pace of growth is very, very rapid. Very rapid. It has crossed the threshold where things were at a slower pace. All right. So understanding these finer points are very important. That inside what is the basis in neural network or classification, two are very important thing. I am not discussing neural network. It will be very difficult to actually do Excel or not possible actually. So yeah, that's the thing. So I discussed actually, we just for the conceptual graph. So let us change the, yeah, we can change the topic. But yeah, it is interesting thing, understanding about AI. Yeah. So how we change ourselves vis-a-vis AI, it is very important. You may be having CRM software with you. Most of the bigger CRM software have associated generative AI with their software systems, like ChatGPT. Now, this generative AI, how to use it? I have not used it as such, but you have to ask right questions. You can ask right question if you have basic understanding of these jargons and these things. If you have this basic understanding, you will be able to ask wiser questions, and that will make you more effective. So at the end of the day, every marketing manager will be expected to be more effective. His jobs may be reduced, but his requirement from him to be effective will increase. The job, the operational job will be reduced. That what to say, how to say will be reduced. The planning things will start growing, and then data-driven things and the concept of handling data is going to become has become very important in that way. Yeah. So the roles will be different. Yeah. Earlier, there were no mobile phones. Our roles were different. Now, because of mobile phones, roles have changed actually. Our times are saved and we have, okay. So that's there. Let us change. The next topic is that yeah, yeah, just where is that participant? Yeah, somebody is like, yeah. Ah, so what I see next is the perceptual mapping that I'm going to discuss, which is very simple, but which is very important. Do not get confused by simplicity of something. A simple thing can be very useful. So as a marketing manager, we all communicate. We communicate with some intention. We communicate as a marketing manager. We are always are conscious about our self image or this image or the kind of impressions that is created by what we are doing or saying. We all are in, whether we are in sales business or brand management business or creation of websites. So image is important. Why? Because people behave according to image. People don't know much. For example, political leaders. We do not know much about the political leaders as such, apart from what is communicated to us by them themselves. We make image, and based on image, we behave. We follow brands. We don't know much about what is there inside the product, but we follow brand because we actually behave towards other based on image. Why? Because in the world information is quite big, quite a lot of information is there. We have to take many decisions. If we start analyzing information for each and every decisions, we may paralyze. So we develop a shortcut is that why am I going to behave based on my perception, and perceptual system is very quick. Within an instant second we can form perception. We can see a person and make a perception of that. We can see a product and make a perception of that. And God has created us like that. And we rely on perception and not on analysis, because analysis is time taking and troublesome. So that is why perception management is very important, not just in terms of brand image, because perceptual mapping, people largely associate that with brand image. But at whatever level you may be working, you can understand that how people perceive you, how this perception is moving away. Doing textual analysis, text analytics, many things are there which you can apply and then can put into a kind of perceptual frame. So if you know that their perception, how people are perceiving you in certain kind of framework, you can identify gaps. You can identify gaps and you can think that, okay, how to position myself over there? Where is the opportunity? So people have one kind of perception and people have another kind of perception for two elements in the environment. So people love to find something which is not according to whatever they heard. People want to explore. Yeah, people change movies. Huh? So watch one movie, then another movie. Why don't we watch same movie again and again? Because we love different types of experiences. We want to change movies. Similarly, if a product comes with a very relevant positioning, with a very relevant positioning decisions regarding that how they want to be perceived, and those things are implemented, people actually capture it. So novelty, differentiation, all these things are very important in our general communication, general salesmanship. Because you reach to a different level, you may create more credibility for yourself. So what is actually perceptual systems? uh, Again, we cannot do in mind. Actually, mind is very unusual thing. How it works, we still don't know properly. But mind actually is very difficult to manage. People do meditation, go to mountains, but still they are unable to manage their mind. So is so yeah. So the perceptual system, it is better to have a two-dimensional system. Two-dimensional is easy to analyze. You can have three dimensions also, but it's like, yeah, it's not like very light actually. Three-dimensional would be a little clumsy. A four-dimension, it is almost impossible to plot. I can draw four dimensions also, but if you are not a mathematics student, you would not like it. Yeah, two dimension we have to work. So two dimensions, we think about some kind of poles, semantic poles. So suppose if I think about an actor, yeah, we have three actors, Shah Rukh Khan, and then we have Salman Khan, and there is one other Khan is Amir Khan. So I have 3 points to analyze in terms of perception. Then I would be thinking that on what attributes, what semantic poles I may be analyzing them. Yeah, is there any semantic pole by which I can analyze them? Three people. Can you give me some semantic poles like day and night, white and black, honest and dishonest, talkative and reticent, extrovert, introvert, honest, dishonest? Yeah, these kind of poles. Can you think of such some important poles by which these three people can be plotted in a two-dimensional on a two-dimensional plot, 2D plot? Is it possible? Can you help me in identifying two ends?
Sir, if they are in the same industry,
Yeah, they are in the same industry. See, film
The
industry. Yeah.
number
Yes,
of
sir.
hit films they have given.
Okay, no. Films are different. These are the personalities, or brand personality. Yeah. So, suppose as a marketing manager, how I would be interested. See,
So
every brand tend to hire, yeah, big brands, consumer brands, not every, but they tend to get associated with some celebrity, and they have some certain decision yardstick that whom they are going to approach, whether they are going to approach Govinda or Hrithik Roshan. There are some logic. Whether they are going to approach Salman Khan or Shahrukh Khan, there must be some logic. Why Coca-Cola is
audience,
likely to go to Amir Khan? Why Thumbs Up is going to Salman Khan? And why Baiju went to Shahrukh Khan or Big Basket went to Shahrukh Khan? There are reasons. There are reasons. So why? Because they want to brand themselves, and they feel that the brand image of these people, these brand personalities, their attributes will be transferred to them. Many people go to Amitabh Bachchan because Amitabh Bachchan is credible. ICICI is going to Amitabh Bachchan, not Ranveer Singh. If ICICI Bank will go to Ranveer Singh, how people might think? Yeah, that will be a problem, isn't it? So Ranveer Singh may go to something and may not be liked by financial institutions. Whether if I'll be asking Samir that if you have a choice that whether you'll go to Amitabh Bachchan or Ranveer Singh to market your product, which person you're going to approach? You will say that yeah, without any thinking that I'll go for Amitabh Bachchan or even Shahrukh Khan, not Ranveer Singh. No, no, no. Yeah, so yeah, the meaning is that matters. Image matters. Getting my point? So that is why, see, in marketing business, image is the main thing. Yeah, image is the main thing. It is the image which, because of which Tata is selling car and Maruti like is also there. It is because of image not many brands are working. It is because image, there is a structure in the market, and because of which offices are working and employment is stable. If image will not be there, if the force of image, the perception will not be there, everything will collapse. Everything will collapse. It is because of perception that people are staying with family, country, religion, all these things. So it's a perception is very important. Getting my point? And perception can be changed. Perception can be changed by right kind of association and by right kind of marketing practices. And that is why understanding them is very, very important. So what I'm saying that as a marketing manager, what do you think if you have to advertise, you have to hire celebrity, you have to make them be a part of their advertising communication? Oh, how and why, what dichotomous way, in what kind of polls you'll be thinking of them?
basically, what my product is, first I'll analyze that and what kind of audience I wanted to target. So
Yes,
if my
yes.
product is youth centric, I'll be going to Ranveer Singh or Ranveer Singh. And if my product is, as you said, it's an insurance plan where you need credibility, I'll go to Amitabh Bachchan because
But I have three people. I have to plot three people, SRK, SK, and AK.
Hmm.
All right. I have to go for three people. So what dichotomy I might be thinking of?
Sir, I'll first
Dichotomy.
check what kind of followers Amir Khan has, what kind of followers Shah Rukh Khan has.
Yes,
So
that's
if that
good. That's good.
resonates with my product, that I'll select the.
Good. That's good. So market segmentation will work. Huh? You have
Yeah.
age, you have gender. That's very good. you have residence, rural, urban, you have income,
Yeah, income also.
yeah,
Yes.
you have education. You can classify people based on the social media analytics and text analytics. You can actually identify that educated people are going to like SRK, SK, or AK. AK is Akshay Kumar, not Akshay Kumar,
Amir
actually Amir Khan, Shahrukh Khan, or Salman Khan,
Khan.
based on income, high income group. Yeah, Adani Ambani likes SRK more, or Salman Khan. Hey, that's different thing. But Dubai's people also invite all of them actually. So income, high income, all are okay. Yeah, Arpita has to say something.
So I think it also depends on the person's, like the actor's uh, social support. Like, sometimes we have, many times we have noticed that Amir Khan has been linked with many of the social and NGO related work. He had even launched one program called Satyamev Jayate. So maybe if you talk about the insurance company, where of course there should be somebody who should be credible and who will always support anything good and honest thing. So I think for the insurance company, the Amir Khan can be a very good choice for them.
Okay, see, credibility if you build. So for such thing, insurance is a family product. Now let me explain you. Who has stronger image vis-a-vis family bonds? Who has a stronger image? SRK. SRK is seen as a family member. Example, people aspire to have family like him. Even Salman Khan aspires. He said, I could have a family like SRK. Huh? Is it true? So the credibility, if you talk about insurance, who is more likely to have a insurance for family members, SRK or Amir Khan? Yeah, it's a joke. Lots of memes are there. I'm remembering, I'm smiling because of that. So yeah,
SRK.
SRK has more credibility. He has a credit because somebody who is a family man always have a higher status in the society than a person who is not a family man. Actually, someone who takes care of his family, education of kids. The wife is appears to be very actually sophisticated. So see, the meaning is that she has been allowed some liberty. People try to control others, and he is actually not controlling her. Actually, that is why she is so different. Actually, with the whole family is so different. So people aspire to be like that family. So that is why he is in Baiju. Insurance company might be a lot more. Insurance company will not go to actually Salman Khan. Actually, I would say, but he one may go because he speaks strongly. Because there may be many reasons. All right. So Samir has to say something. Yes.
So, Professor, somewhere like no, the perception of actor also plays a role. Say, like generally, Amir Khan is considered as a perfectionist. So when we are like no launching any new product where we are like no highlighting our perfection feature. So like suppose a car like no if car company is launching a new car where they wanted to like no highlight the perfection of the car, then they might go with Amir Khan. And when SUV kind of suppose they are launching a SUV model, then they might opt for Salman Khan because his nature is like no rough and tough guy. So somewhere like no that perception also matters while selecting these guys.
Hmm.
Yet, see, I mentioned that that is why we are doing this, the exercise, isn't it? But the important thing is not that how they are perceived. The important thing is that what you are marketing and how you want to be positioned. Yeah. The important thing here is this for a marketing point of view. Our is that our positioning. Let me change this. For a marketing manager, what is important? For a marketing manager, positioning is important. Positioning. What is positioning? Positioning is a set of decisions regarding what? How you want to be perceived. This is the thing, how you want to be perceived to execute that, you take a set of decisions. That is positioning. So you have a sales meeting, you want to position yourself as a sophisticated, you will be wearing a tie because in a financial sector. In HUL, I have heard that long time back that if you are looking for a sales job at HUL and you are wearing a tie, you are out actually, because you have to deal with retailers and you have to be tough with them, rough and tough with them. The meaning is that even if I am going to have an interview, I have to decide that how I want to be perceived. I want to be perceived by the potential employer. So that's the positioning in sales, everywhere, whatever we do, that this positioning thing, the set of decisions are very important. Then we pick the elements, whether we need to have a tie or whether you need to have a dhoti, whether you need to have a black shirt or white shirt. So all these things reflect something, but depending on your decision, you decide. Depending on your decision, that what decisions, positioning decisions have you taken, how you want to be perceived by others. So as a share brokering company, you want to be perceived as a family, stand with family values, you will do one thing. Perfection, you will be standing with something else. Risk taker, you will be standing with someone else. So someone who is a very high. Once upon a time, this Akshay Kumar was Khiladiyon ke Khiladi, is a risk taker. So if you want to be seen as a people of like bold heart and someone who is a very strong instinct to take risk, you may be standing with someone else. So this is the thing, that first is important thing is the decision that how you want to be seen by others, and then you pick the element. First you decide that what is the occasion, how I want to be perceived by that occasion, then you go to wardrobe and pick the shirt. That's it. So search quality is a different thing. Now let us do that on Excel sheet. All right, in Excel sheet, I have three people. I have SRK and I have Salman Khan. I let me Shahrukh. I have Shahrukh Khan, I have Salman Khan, and I have Amir Khan. All right. So I have taken two dimensions. One dimension is family value. Okay. Family value. Okay. Or family bond. Okay. That's it. And another thing that I have taken is in terms of suppose I'm talking about share marketing, yeah, financial products, because Samir has kind of told that those things that I have to. So family bond is what another attribute will be important for that very thing. Selling share market for the family bond is one.
Credibility.
Credibility, sir.
Depth is there,
Credibility.
Credibility.
derivative, equity.
Family bond.
Credibility.
Financial savviness.
Yeah.
Savvy. Okay, my spelling, forgive my spelling, but that's okay, whatever. Financial savviness is there. Let me save it. All right. And then followership in your target. Followership in target. All right. Followership in target. Suppose I have 100 points to allocate. Only 100 points to allocate. So how I'm going to look at that? So in terms of family bond, out of 10, how much should I give to Shahrukh? How much should I give to Salman? And how much should I give to Amir? Out of 10.
8.
Shahrukh, you gave 8. Salman?
Salman actually 2. Not 2, 5.
Uh-huh.
5.
5.
Personally, quite
Yes.
he's very close to his own like family, his father, mother.
Yes. He has hired hero for his sister. Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
7 and 6 for Amir.
Sir, there must be some
Yes, he's there.
criteria of giving this number.
Amir, see,
You
if
can
you
give
read, is
randomly
the
given number.
elder brother has gone to mental asylum blaming his brother Amir. He
Yeah,
knows
yeah.
you know about her daughter. What he says, have you seen his son actually? His
Yes,
personality
yes.
So the people say he's very humble, but I don't know what makes him so humble. But anyways,
5 we can give to Amir.
no, but I am not accusing him actually. If you actually follow celebrity, yeah, he actually is a perfectionist are bad people actually. They don't like
The
anyone.
net worth is not included here. We don't use net worth.
Hey, that's will come later on. That don't
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we are giving him 5. Yeah. Salman Khan is also a family person, but he is a receiver of family's goodies. Yeah, give him 9 actually. He is a receiver
Yes.
of family goodies and careless family men in the other sense. I have read actually, he used to abuse his father or whatever. Yeah? Anyways, after drinking, he would be his own father's father. All right. And financially savvy. Yes, Saruk has made good investment. His wife is an entrepreneur. Yes. Yeah, I am giving 9 again. What about Salman? Salman is dependent on the pocket money of father, and I don't know what he does. His brother is like he has to get into betting or something. I don't give him much credibility. And I am for Amir, financial savviness. Maybe we are not sure actually, but he makes a lot of money actually. He makes a lot of money. I am giving him little more. All right. Now, followership in your target. Followership in your target, the kind of targets that you have. What is the followership in the target? Suppose you are targeting educated people. It will be different. If you are targeting uneducated people, Salman Khan will work. It will be rock star. Shahrukh Khan, more popular among younger people. Amir Khan,
Critics.
huh?
Amir Khan is more popular among critics.
Critics, okay, top one target. Let me give
Critics.
some random value. It may make me 80, call it 40, call it 50. Randomly, I did that. You can do it exercise later on. Now, I want to make a two-dimensional perceptual map out of these values. Out of this value. How to go about doing that? It's a very simple, very simple. But the simple thing should not be overlooked yeah. Just go to insert. Just go to insert. Click on charts. Charts. So you have a scattered chart and you have bubble chart. I am clicking on bubble chart. All right. On this bubble chart, it is totally blank. I have not highlighted anything, and that is why I have this blank. So the bubble charts, scatter is a lot easier, but bubble charts have some benefits. Bubble chart is little cumbersome. Some manual labor is required. So what I have to do as a manual labor, I have to right click it. And after right clicking it, I have to do is select data. Select data. All right, this is old software. My software has updated actually. So in selected data, you have to do what? You have to, oh God, my system is different. Yeah, this add. All right, in add, you have these many rows. Let me do that again. You'll be select data, you'll get this very box. And in this very box, click on add. Add will open this window, and this window have 4 rows. The number 1, you have to click the series name, provide the x-axis, then provide the y-axis, and third is series bubble size. So my plan is that in series name, I will be mentioning Shahrukh Khan, Amir Khan, or whatever. Series X value, that what should be the x-axis? I think that family bond should be my x-axis. All right. Let me change. Okay. No. It's like the values are like this. So, all right. So, and series Y should be my financial savvy thing. Financial savvy thing. And size of bubble will be followership in the target. So let me do one by one. Series name. I clicked on series name. Clicked on Saruk. All right. X-axis. X-axis will for Saruk is 9. And Y-axis value for Saruk will be 9 as well. And series bubble size will be my this thing. All right, this is one. So one is ready. I have to make similar kind of thing by adding another bubble. This is bubble number 1. Bubble number 2 I am adding. And bubble number 2 is my Shahrukh Khan. No, Salman. Oh, no. Again, I'm repeating the thing. It should be Salman Khan. X-axis value is 7, Y-axis value is 5, and the bubble size I am recommending should be 40. Okay, my second bubble is ready. Now the third bubble name is Amir Khan. The x-axis is 5. Y-axis, first of all, let me remove whatever is entered, which is 6. And the series bubble size, I am removing it. And this is 50. Okay. And then do nothing, just click on OK. So my primary bubble chart is ready. Bubble, so the size of the bubble is based on what is the kind of target. Now I would like to be more precise. To be precise, I have to make the origin somewhere else. I think the origin should be here. Let me use the pencil to identify where should I be placing the origin. Suppose I want to place the origin over here. Okay, so that I can classify people. These are my centers actually. And I can get the values also. There are options. But to do that, I need to click on axis one by one. Right now, I'm clicking on x-axis. X-axis, right click, and then it will ask me what? Format axis. Format axis. This is a simple thing. Format axis. In format axis, what will be mentioned? Vertical axis crosses. Vertical axis crosses. So this y-axis will be crossing at 6. So I am clicking on axis value and I am placing 6 over here. And I am just clicking enter. So my axis came in the middle. Now what I will be doing, I will be clicking on this very axis, the middle axis, repeating the same thing. Right click, format axis. Format axis, you have horizontal axis crossing. Yes, horizontal. So horizontal, I think the line should cross at 8. So axis value, I'm clicking on axis value, removing it. Here typing, I am typing it, enter. Okay, so this thing came in the middle. I can do other changes also, that there are some formatting choices. Okay, there are some formatting choices are there, and these are the names. And there are some choices are given to me. I can have this kind of thing. I can have this kind of thing. Yeah, I can change things according to, because artificial intelligence is there. And I can remove the grid line if it is irritating. All right. Now I can get inside the labels also. One by one, format data labels. Yeah, format data labels. Let me, that this has to be, yeah. Okay, format data labels. Yeah, format data labels. Yeah, format data labels. What do you want inside? You want legend key. You can write it. You can remove it. Yeah, you have y-axis value. You can have x-axis values also, and you can have series name also. All right. So this way you can do series name. So here same you can do here also. Format data labels, series name, and then here format data labels, and then you have series name. Now what I can do with this now? If before sales meeting, you have certain competitors in mind where they are standing. Yeah, where is a blank here? I will be asking where are the white spaces? This zone is completely empty. All right, I have someone here. I have someone here. I have someone here. Bubble size is big over there. All right, what is more valued? Yeah, axis name is not there. Here, here I have this x-axis is my family bond. And y-axis is my what? Financially savvy. So this zone is very important to me. This zone is very important to me. I will be going here. All right. And which zone will be bad for me? This zone is no go for me. Both are on a lower side. This zone I may explore because financially savvy is something. Suppose you have competitors. Competitor 1 is with Saruk, competitor 2 with Salman, competitor 3 with this. Rather, you will be picking someone who is standing over here. Let me erase this. I should erase one of the circles. Actually, yeah, delete it. Yeah. Suppose the center is there and there's a follower. Somebody is there. I may stand a chance against this because new type of perception may attract some people. Some people may be attracted towards this very thing. So there is an opportunity. Now, who will be the personality who is a financially savvy, but as far as family bond is concerned, is not so strong? Who could be that fellow?
Amir Khan.
Amir Khan.
So Amir Khan, I put him under the already Amir Khan is there. So he is a no-go thing. Amir Khan, not out of three. You have to look for a fourth celebrity now. Now out of three. Ignore the three. Think of the fourth one.
Ranveer Singh.
So Ranveer Singh is a financially savvy. I think Priyanka Chopra. What do you think? Oh, I'm just guessing. Yeah, we are not sure actually. I am not a branding expert. Personality brand is not my domain. I'm just guessing. I am just like you on this matter. But Priyanka Chopra, I read news actually. I don't watch any movies. Priyanka Chopra has become entrepreneur. She has launched apps, cosmetic brands, and she is into business, more into business than acting actually. She is financially savvy. And if it is she not savvy, you can spread such information, you can create such around her, because she is doing something which indicates she is doing lots such things which those indicate that she is financially savvy, maybe more savvy than other people. And she is a female also, that may work actually. Yeah, there's some hands are going up. Let me take the question. Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, this financial savviness would not be related to the net worth of the person.
Financially savvy, you can be related, can be one of the attributes. So net worth of the person you can take as one of the variables. See, what is important here, that a human being cannot be understood just in terms of two attributes. If we are talking about financial savviness, it is a fuzzy concept. It is an abstract concept. What you are saying that net worth is important. Yes, net worth may be a part of your impression of financial savviness. So how to, suppose there may be large number variables. Yeah, if we say what is God, so people may say God is a savior. Then people may say God is magician. Somebody will say God is this, God is that. The meaning is that concept of God is not clear. We have many ideas. So how to address such situation? Because you have to plot things into two dimensions. For that, again, you have to do clustering. You have variable scores. If variable scores are, you can find a correlation matrix. You can do factor analysis, which is, there is thing which is called principal component analysis, which is called data reduction method. So you have large many variables. You want to convert them into two variables, go for principal component analysis. Cluster analysis is also a data reduction method. So you have large number of variables just now that you mentioned. You want to convert them into classes, abstract classes like financial savviness, yeah, or whatever, with the meaning is very vague actually for them. Then taking those things, we do cluster analysis and we get two clusters. And in these two clusters, whatever factors are there, based on that, we assign it some kind of label. Let's see, this is about that, that is about that. There's a technique which is called multidimensional scaling, which is the advancement of this. They do actually do this kind of things. So yeah, these things are done. So what you are saying is correct, but how to bring those information into here? For that, you have to use data reduction method. So let us take example. Again, what term we used here? We financial savvy. What would be the quality of a financially savvy person? What would be the qualities? Let me do that. What would be the quality? Net worth?
Yes.
Investment information in the public? Yeah, for Priyanka Chopra it is available. For Shahrukh Khan it is available. Not much. Investment information, investment style. Because brand image is developed based on behavior, what they are doing. business decisions, investment and all those things, decisions, decision quality, aspiration, risk. Shahrukh Khan takes risk. He has a higher aspiration. So he introduced international stars. Salman Khan is totally grounded into limited area. He even says that he don't want to like go outside the country, or even say my Amir Khan says so. Whatever.
Yeah,
For
in one of the movies, he's also taken a Chinese actress. One of his movies, he has taken a Chinese actress also.
all right. So see, whatever. The thing is that you have so many things, and you have to convert things into two dimensions. So you have to create two clusters and see that how the or you have to have correlation metrics, or you have to do principal component analysis. But that is different thing. But somehow you can also just do the addition. You say that out of your own opinion, you may say that these five variables are important and they additively tells that how financially savvy person is. You just add them, added a score you can take. Or you can assign weights to individual components, that this is more important, that is more important, this is less important, that is more important, like that. You again, I can add and you can go for that. Yeah, that you can do. That you can do. But you have to reduce things at the two-dimensional state. If it is not at a two-dimensional state, we would not be able to think. See, why graphs are needed or why data analysis is needed? Because everything cannot be done by mind. We want to unburden our mind so that we can think of more important things. We get into a paper, we get it plotted. If our mind will be so sharp, all of us will be Albert Einstein or Newton, which is not true actually for most of us. Einsteins are very few. So we have to take aid of such tools, analysis tools and graphical tools, and you have to work like that. All right. That's one thing. So let us change the topic. So new topic is because we have to discuss funnel analysis or what is campaign management, campaign analytics. So marketing can be understood in terms of projects, different projects. Projects have a starting time and ending time. Projects have objectives. That one way start a project will be having objectives, and there will be starting time, ending time. Projects will have some budgets, some ROI expectations. All these things are there. So in marketing, we work as a project. Even if we are in a sales department, sales officers will be having monthly projects. So every month they would be having some sales target, and that those sales targets have to be achieved deploying resources. So they take as a project that, yeah, these many salespeople are there. They will be touring here, there. They will be do this kind of thing. These people will be targeted, and this is the budget, and they will go and they may advertise or social media here and there. So they will be doing all those things. So we have a project mindset. So because we have a project mindset, immediately we get some project related metrics. Those metrics have to be understood. Now, there's another thing. Digital marketing has forced us to think about marketing differently. Not only that, digital marketing has the concepts in digital marketing has enriched our thinking about normal marketing, day-to-day marketing as well. Yeah, you would be agreeing with my point of view. But many of the concepts that you might have learned in digital marketing or seen to be practiced by the digital marketeers, you actually are adopting them. All right. So let us try to discuss one of the metric. Let us start with kind of metric. And okay, before that, I would like to share with you some material on perceptual mapping. But just not to frighten you, but just to if you are not aware of it, you will be having some basic understanding of that. The other thing is that how to do it on Excel. Now, how to do it on Excel is more a practical thing, and the books do not talk practical things actually. They start at a very advanced level also, not something that we can learn in a less amount of time. The book always is written to learn something in more detailed and longer time. Okay, that's there. All right, so yeah, let me open this file. One of the concept in every campaign, digital marketing campaign, that we do something out of that, we see, look, try to understand some kind of response, and that response can be converted, thought of in terms of milestone. A milestone may be called an activation rate kind of thing. Because I'm going to talk about activation rate. So this activation rate, this concept of activation rate can be morphed into lot many more concepts, uh, because basic understanding is going to help us. Yeah, the activation rate. So suppose there is a situation where customers are given free samples, or customers are provided with some freebies or freemiums. So you want to acquire customers to your system. You want to earn customers. Now we think in terms of acquiring customers, not selling to a customer. We want to keep them. And new people are changing actually. Marketing is becoming more civilized. Rather than selling, people think that, yeah, I have to acquire customers. So people are required to acquire them. Some drama has to be done. A new drama is that you give some free services. You give some free samples. You give some free products for limited period. So freemium is that you give something free for certain period, then you have to, like, for free trial, that you given free of cost something that you have to pay later on. Freemium model is that part is free, part is paid. Free things enjoy. If you like that to have more advanced feature, please pay. Whether the things are like Grammarly, Facebook, Instagram, all those have some premium kind of features. Any marketeer can do that. Even Cadbury, Coca-Cola, all they, if they think, and very soon they are going to do actually, because everybody is thinking like that. What is activation rate? Activation rate is customers who reach the first success moment divided by all customers who sign up multiplied by 100. It's very simple, very simple. Let me say that what is this very thing. So meaning is that if suppose you are saying that you started an app, download our app and get 10 rupees off or 50 rupees off. So 1,000 people downloaded your app. But after downloading the app, they did not do anything. They enjoyed the benefits, and down the line, they might have deleted actually also, because the mobile phone memory is limited. But some people may be using it and they might have found some success in the some value, success, isn't it? So everybody is selling something in digital world and including physical world, and things may be given for free. Suppose I give a free book to somebody or free newspaper to someone. People may not even turn the page actually, but somebody who turns the page and some find some value, that is called success, the activation. So activation is some kind of milestone. Then you feel that the person may get a kind of momentum to stay with you. Otherwise, they are going to lose them. So suppose only 100% people, 100 people actually joined it, then activation rate is 10%. Activation rate is 10%. So yeah, in physical world, parallel metric is repeat purchase rate. Repeat purchase free sample. You gave free sample in a campaign, or you did something else. Okay, so you have a number of that. And the consequent number, that how people responded later on, that is also there with that. Repeat purchase. And that will be important. Why this activation rate is important? What marketing decisions can be taken if we actually know the activation rate? Two things are very important. One is onboarding success and lead quality. All right. Now, let us start with lead quality first. Suppose you are doing free sampling. You are distributing free samples. You are creating rain in the ocean. Nothing will happen. If you are creating rain in a what quality of lead on which you have invested is going to determine your activation rate. Your activation rate is poor, your product quality may be poor, but as a granular or level or more hands-on marketer, you will say that no, lead quality is not good, lead quality is bad, and that is why this activation rate is low. And the second thing that will be important, which is onboarding success. Why onboarding success? Because many of the products have complicated themselves for many reasons. Actually, the things are changing. For example, lens cart. There was a time buying spectacles was so easy. Now buying spectacles has become a spectacle. It's a complex, and I feel frightened to buy a spectacle. So many things and that. Then do this scheme, this enrollment. It will home delivered. This will be how this will be checked. So the meaning is that I may get disassociated with the net, yeah, this lens cards experience at any point of time. However, as a new customer, if I proper hand holding is provided, I may get an aha moment. I may feel successful at a certain point of time. So that will tell that yes, the onboarding program of a company or a marketeer is good. If onboarding program is good, then customer may be able to see the value. If onboarding program is not good, customers will not be able to see any value, and then they may not activate. These two are very important marketing aspects, and if your activation rate is not improving, you will be trying to look for a reason that how to improve that. Improve the product? No, not in my hands. Product is very difficult to manage, but yeah, I can see the lead quality. I can see my perceptual maps. I can see the proportionality analysis, white spaces, or the onboarding success that I may be doing. Okay, that's the relevance of activation rate that we need to find out. So always have an activation rate. If you have to have a project-based thinking, you need to have milestone. So what can be activation success milestones? This is important to understand. See, activation success milestones. What could be these things? So activation success milestones can be many. Account creation or sign up. All right. Profile completion. Yeah, that's important. First interaction. Yes. Any feature adoption. Yeah, even share brokering or many things, you may be identifying that how many features are you providing. In service marketing, a service manager, even a service manager does not know that how many features they are adopting. They should list them out, understand their relevances. I am going to discuss in more detail later in the latter session actually. Feature adoption, onboarding tutorials or walkthrough completion. Yeah, nowadays it has become a norm. You download any app and there will be tutorial. Yeah, in exam, when you face your quiz exam, then again there is a tutorial. So yeah, they are time wasting thing actually. But however, they are also important when somebody is doing it for the first time. Yeah, setting preferences or customization, inviting others, referral marketing, time spent, that somebody has spent 1 hour on Instagram or 30 minutes on Instagram. The meaning is that he is going to stay. If someone has not spent that much of time, he is not finding any value. Frequency of use. Yeah, somebody subscribed Netflix for a year. Every month he uses only once. Yeah, likelihood of resubscribing is very less. Achieving a specific outcome. Some other in fitness app, it could be completing a week workout, finishing lessons. So the meaning is that what I'm saying, that activation rate has a lot of role in campaign management. In campaign management, various types of targeting we do towards the customer. And activation is not just the sales rate. It's not the sales rate. It is not just a single thing. Can be many things. You can think of milestones in creative way. In share brokering, marketing, or any other kind of thing, you can have milestones, and you'll be working to make customers cross that milestone. Right there. What you have to do, understand your product and user flow, customer journey we are going to talk about, define your business goals, prioritize key actions, segment your users. Again, segmenting is coming over here. You have to cluster them. Look at the industry benchmarks. experiment and iterate. Why we are going to talk about A/B testing, avoid vanity metrics, balance simplicity and depth. Yeah, there are many things that we have to be keep in our mind. So we have to be testing. We need to test the people. We need to segment them. We need to cluster them based on the homogeneity. Do experiments. We can find out that with what way of acquiring lead is important or onboarding customers should be important. So yeah, that's important way to think about this thing. And I have this primary metric is this, but there are other things that is important to understand. We are going to discuss after the break, I think. Let me just share it with you. Yeah. So everybody has gone away, and I don't know why. Today there was
Yes.
a little Excel.
Sir, we are very much here.
Sir,
Okay.
we are here only.
Okay, so I have the other things to discuss actually. I have a time of back to activation, conversion rate, and there are some interesting new type of metrics also. That is also there I will be discussing after the break. So let us take break on right time. 12 o'clock we have to return back. It's 11:46. Let us take a 15-minute break and 12 o'clock start. We are going to be back.
Oh.
Meanwhile, you can
Professor,
Yes, sir.
Professor,
Yeah, yes.
Professor, I have one query. See, the way you said, like, no, to test the efficacy of campaign, generally there are two methods, right? The activation and second is comparison between control group and the target group. So
Yes.
which one is better? Which method is better?
See, both methods have some place, very different place. They are totally different places. See, activation rate is your primary outcome. Yeah,
Oh no.
it's in the on the phase of execution. Activation rate is your what is given to you is idea of your execution. Control group, experimental group is a learning method for strategy making, which is called A/B testing.
Okay.
We already have done the foundation of A/B testing. Yeah, we did the t-test.
Yeah.
So do a little bit of A/B testing next session. So there you learn through A/B testing, you learn that which method is better, which product is better, what is the better thing. You compare, you become learned after. Yeah, we keep learning. We do not stop learning. If we stop learning, marketing will collapse actually. So that will help you learn and you see the things at a more broader level, at a higher level. You can see things from the moon or from a satellite, and you can see things standing at a road also. So activation rate is a lower level thing. At a higher level, we do the experimental group and control group. That we will do after the break.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Immediately. So we will start with A/B testing, and then attribution analysis will be doing. Attribution analytics will do thereafter. All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So we all have joined, I guess. Someone asked very interesting question before the end of the previous session that about control group and experimental group. Let us start with that because whatever we are discussing, going to metrics, those metrics will talk about the marketing decision, but there should be a kind of more rigorous way of thinking that should be there behind guiding all these things. So that rigorous thinking, let us start with that. Maybe because we have taken a break, our mind will be fresh and we would be able to grasp it in a better way. Because this experimental, the concept of experimental group and control group are related to A/B testing. So these concepts of control group and experimental group come from the this statistical testing, statistical experiments. So why we need to have these two terms, experimental group and control group? Do you know Any one of you, can you, if you know, if you have done A/B testing or something, do you know why these two terms are important? Why these two terms are important? Experimental group and control group. What are these terms?
So, Professor, here basically we before executing any campaign, we to just check the efficacy, we roll out one campaign to one set of customer, and we send another campaign to another set of customer, just to check which is working well in that particular segment. If it is working, say first what we do is we identify same set of customer, same customer persona customer. We bifurcate or classified that entire group into two parts. We send one communication to one set of customer and another communication to another
Why
customer.
can't we see only one set of things? So somebody is recording or something. What? Anyway, can't we do that? Only one set of things can be bombarded. Why two?
So basically, we don't know whether what will work really well in that segment. So just to
That is the
figure it
idea
out.
of A/B testing. Let me explain the elemental thing so that A/B testing can be understood in a better way. A better way. Where is my PPT? Because I'm not going to use this jargon, experimental group and control group again, but understanding is important, isn't it? Suppose there is a person. Here is a person. He is suffering from what? Suffering for cold and cough. Yeah, he is suffering from cold. And this is my time 1. Time 2, this person is there. There's an intervention given to him which is called homeopathy medicine. Homeopathy medicines are given to him. All right, in between. This is my treatment. This is called treatment. TREAT, treatment. So time 1 to time 2. And suppose who is suffering of cold? Somebody is suffering, call it anybody. This is Mr. A. Mr. A is suffering of cold, and here I have Mr. A. Now there's a fellow. This fellow's this is a fat fellow actually. This is very fat fellow, and this fellow is given this treatment X1, which is homeopathy medicine. Now he's saying that this person has been cured of cold. Cured of cold. There's no cold over here. He's cured. He is cured. This fellow is cured because of his homeopathy medicine. He is cured because of his homeopathy medicine, because of his treatment. So call it a treatment group. Call it a treatment group or experimental group. Call it experimental group. All right. But people will say that this is wrong, because there is another person here. He is a person B. Time 1, he was suffering of cold, and after time 2, this fellow is cured of cold. He is not cold. He is having the cold here. He is having no cold, and he has not taken any homeopathy medicine. He has not taken any homeopathy medicine. The person, somebody will say that no, it's not true. So the meaning is that an experimental intervention or any treatment cannot be considered a reliable treatment unless it is contrasted with a similar situation where treatment is not given, and that is why it is called control group. If you have a control group, then you can say that no, this medicine is not the reason that Mr. A is cured, because Mr. B did not receive any medicine despite that he has been cured. So this is very important in science, that we create a control group to compare with. That is why homeopathy is called witchcraft and allopathy is respected, because allopathy medicine testing is always based on this concept of treatment group and control group. In homeopathy, there are no control groups. Yeah, there are some questions coming. Yeah. Yes.
So can we say that the only thin line difference between the independent and the I would say the control and the experiment group is just the independent variable, which is kind of like constant in the control group, and it changes in the experiment group as a layman.
So let me explain it differently. Here, there is no independent variable. Okay. When you are conducting experiments, the proper term is the treatment. Yeah, treatment or intervention. A and B are interventions, not independent variable. Independent variable, there is no variable. So, okay. So we are conducting experiments. Now, what is the difference? Difference, important thing you have to understand that things may change because of many reasons, many external reasons. So that is why we compare that whether those external reasons are important or whether the treatment is important. If treatment is important, then in control group where intervention is not there or the treatment is not there, they will not be cured. So this comparison is done. So the different that it's I am not differentiating that very way. The meaning is that we compare, actually we have to compare. Two situations have to be compared and two situations should be exposed to the same external environment. Suppose I am testing medicine in India, in Delhi, whether that testing will be relevant, and one of the unit control group is in USA. Control group is in USA and treatment group is in Delhi. Is it possible? No, because in USA or New York or Europe, situation environments are different, genetics are different, fooding behaviors are different. In Delhi, things are different. So both my control group and experimental group should be in Delhi. They should not be away. So the meaning is that why this would be done? This would be done that there are many influencers in the environment, many influencers apart from the treatment, and we would not be able to understand those influencers unless we compare. Even see in A/B testing, in both the groups treatments are there. In both the groups treatments are there, but the environments are the same. Environments are the same, and then comparison is made, and that is why it is successful. The what I am yeah,
Yeah.
please.
And sir, even the comparison can be different. I can give you the COVID example. One of the Pfizer medicine, which is supposed to be kept at some -degree temperature, otherwise it will get destroyed. And when it comes to India, the temperature is always higher. So that's the reason we always
Okay.
preferred different medicine like
Okay, I would be
Vietnam.
explaining in a marketer's way this technical thing so that we can very easily understand. But I have a question from Mr. Sukhdev. May I request you to wait for a minute before I take your question? Let me address this question first of all. You're talking about this feature or that feature. So the thing is that let me explain you the thing why we do A/B testing. This thing is clear that we have two groups. One is treatment, another is control. In A/B testing, may not be calling treatment and control group as such because it confuses people. The way we actually use terms actually tend to create a lot of confusion. Many of the questions would be coming to your mind because we are using the terms inappropriately. If I use a term inappropriately, you are going to confused and hundreds of questions will come to your mind. So these jargons are in the context of experimental design. There are more jargons obviously, but the basic idea we have to take forward, draw from it that we need to compare. Unless we are comparing, unless we are not comparing, our results are useless. That is why homeopathy is called witchcraft because they do not have control group. All right. Now, A/B testing. What is the basis of A/B testing? See, last day we discussed about tea. Now, tea has three levels of price, three qualities, and and tea bags and three types and two types of aroma. So, how many things would be there? 9, 27, and this will be 40, 50,
54. 54.
54. So the meaning is that you have 54 variants. You have 54 variants, 54 variants of treatment. Don't call them independent variable. treatment or interventions or possible product types. Possible product type. So do you have a time to test 54? Do you have a time and resources to do that? Yeah, even do you want to do big PhD or something? No, you have to run a company. Your time and resources are limited. You are not an idiot that you'll be actually doing analysis of 54 treatments actually. Yeah. So you will be picking only two. And one will be called A and another will be called B. One will be called A, another will be called B. Your number may significantly come down. Let me explain you a different way. Suppose there are 3 levels here, 3 levels here, 3 levels here. So I have 27 types of possible treatments or interventions I have. All right. So I first of all picked these three. These three, call it A, B, and C. First of all, I will be comparing A and B. All right. A and B are compared, and I found that B is superior. Then B and C will be compared. All right. And I found C is superior. Now C emerged over here. Now I'll be comparing C. Suppose another three I brought down, and this is M, N, O. All right. And M and N I compared, and then I found N is superior and N and O are compared. I find O is superior. And then I compared these two things, C and O. Okay. And then I move to third phase. Again, three are there. This is L, M, Q, L, M, Q. Two are compared. Q is superior. All right. So Q is there. So now the meaning is that instead of 27, I have much fewer things. I am comparing bit by bit, one by one, isn't it? So this is the way we are progressing. This is the way we are progressing. Because we are comparing, we are assuming that we have a control group. We are comparing two groups who have same environment, same environmental influences. It is not that one group is in India, another group is in USA. They are having the same environmental influences, and one by one, interventions were operated on and compared, and superior one was identified, then moved on. Then instead of 27 analysis, instead of having 27 analysis, how many analysis I have? 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, 9. Yeah. We can have 9 analysis and we can have a knowledge of that. What is better actually? Everybody gone away. Yeah? So are not understanding or finding anything difficult? Okay. So when you are talking about, I am addressing the Amit that when you are thinking about large many features, we have to get into A/B testing because we compare one with one and one winner is declared and we move on. Just like in World Cup matches, you have league matches. In league matches, it is decided who is superior, then we move away. In IPL, because we want to make money, everybody plays with everyone. Yeah. But in tennis, people have lesser amount of time. Then people are eliminated in every round. So that is the beauty of A/B testing, that you compare one with one, and you eliminate the need to do very exhaustive or very big kind of study because you don't have to write thesis actually. Yeah, you just go and directly you do that. All right, so that's the logic. That is why this A/B testing. That is why A/B testing. Yeah, take all those things and compare. All right, let me move to the second question. Yes. Sukhdev, Mr. Sukhdev will ask question. Yeah. Sir.
Has it had any relation with
Your voice is,
hypothesis and
voice is, no. You are still on mute. But
does it have any relation
please.
with an alternate hypothesis?
Yeah, please. Yeah,
does it have any relation with one hypothesis and alternate hypothesis?
Yes. That is why I said that we already have done the basic work. That concept we have to use. We are going to do right now. All right. Why we are going to do right now? Because one contrast, one comparison may not be good enough. It may be because of any external reasons which are undetected. So to be sure, we have to replicate the same thing certain number of times, maybe 7, 8. Yeah. certain number of times we replicate, and then we decide that which one is going to be better. Our data is a count data, so count data cannot be averaged. So for rigorous analysis, we have to go for replication so that count data can be converted into something which is analyzable by t-test. So let us do that. Let us take the example. Let us get into an creation. We are doing that. Where is my Excel sheet? Yes, this is the Excel sheet. Let me create another sheet there. Okay, no, this is not allowing me another sheet. Let me stop share and do it again. This is sheet 2 and this sheet 2. Let me share this sheet 2. Where is that? Yes. Yeah. So again, now you wanted to, you have a website or you are a salesperson. So if you are a salesperson, you'll be thinking of one thing, that whether to use leaflet 1 or leaflet 2, whether to have a female salesperson or male salesperson, whether to have a senior salesperson or a junior salesperson. You have many contrasting points. Now you have a website, whether website should be a green color or red color, or your leaflet should have a Shahrukh Khan or Salman Khan. Suppose let us get back to the decision of Shahrukh Khan and Salman Khan. So if your website has a Shahrukh Khan as a landing page or Salman Khan as a landing page, all right, you have a Shahrukh Khan and Salman Khan. You selected a market of what market you will be selecting. Let me yeah, you are selecting Delhi's marketing. Delhi market. Why? Because you have to be homogeneous. You have to be homogeneous. It is not a Delhi market cannot be compared to Chennai market. In Chennai, Shahrukh Khan may be more liked because he worked in Chennai Express. Who knows? So so the meaning is that there should be homogeneous market, and I'm comparing that a landing page should have Shahrukh Khan or Salman Khan. One instance may not be good. So I have to think in terms of unit of time. So suppose I ran campaign for 7-8 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So landing page can have bounce rates. Bounce rates. Yeah, you want to understand things in terms of what is bounce rate. Bounce rate is first page exit. Bounce rate. Bounce rate is first page exit. The bounce rate. No? So I am just trying to understand the bounce rate in terms of percentage. Suppose I can have counts also. I can have counts also, but who knows that more? See, it's also A/B testing, also called a split test. So whosoever from Delhi is coming to your website is either shown SRK or the SK landing page. SRK or SK's landing page. That's happening. And there will be some system which can do it randomly. There is a thing which is called randomness. Randomness is not haphazard. Randomness means there is some probability distribution which is guiding the allocation. Here, equal probability should be there. It should be uniform distribution. So everybody should be having equal probability of getting SRK or SK. There are some systems which are created. There are some statistical systems. There are ways by which this randomness is created. Suppose there is a classroom. In classroom, if I have to distribute something randomly, there are 2 items. Then I can use random number generator on Excel sheet. In older time when computer was not there, Tippett's book was a method. Statisticians used to have a Tippett's book by which they insert the randomness or may say uniform distribution. Yeah. So a die, then Ludo, will be called random if every side has equal probability of emerging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If 2 is coming again and again, the meaning is that die is not random, it is a biased. Yeah, so equal probability. So equal probability of assigning into one of these groups. So the meaning is that equal number of people would be here and there, but they may not, that might not be possible. So if it is happening, then you can go with number in certain situations, but here I am going for this percentage. Suppose here bounce rate is 50% and here it is 60%. Or let me write in terms of fraction, 50% and here, oh, it's already taken 60%. Here on this day, which is a Sunday, 40%, and here it is 40% as well. Yeah, on Monday, people are very busy. Here bounce rate is like 60%, and here the bounce rate is like 80%. And the fourth day you get is 50%, and you'll be finding that there is a 30%. Here you went there, here it will be around 40% again, and here it will be like 80%. Here it is like 50%, and here it is like 70%. Here it is like 60%, and here it is like 60% as well. Here it is like 30%, and here it is like 61%. All right. Now you will be getting bounce rates like this. How to analyze it? How to analyze it? You will be getting confused. It is not possible humanly. Yeah, we can make opinion, but if we know the tools, we would be more precise. So definitely here we need to think in terms of hypothesis. So older concept, our null hypothesis will be bounce rate of SRK is equal to bounce rate of Shahrukh Khan, Salman Khan. And my alternative hypothesis will be bounce rate of SRK is not equal to bounce rate of Salman Khan. How to test it? I have to go for t-test that we already have discussed. So a basis of A-B testing, the basis behind the A-B testing is the strong statistical test. See, one instance is not good enough. You cannot just go by the data of day one and you can say, no, SRK is good. No, day by day, there may be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, situation may be different. Other environmental condition will remain the same. That the meaning is that because there will be certain things which may be creating some effect on that day and those effect might not be there on the other day. So replication is very important in experiments. Why I did 8 replication? Because 7 minimum is required for t-test. For t-test, it is said that at least 7 observations should be there, not less than 7. So it is good enough. It is powerful enough for me. It will give me that a strong result. So if you are doing it, a kind of A/B testing, create 8 instances. Suppose on the same day, if you want to do, so think in terms of hour. Think about 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So within same day, you would be able to do that. You can do on a month also. So depending on the how much money in your pocket and how quickly you want to decide, how much patience do you have, you can take different time zones. How much, what is at your state? So let us move ahead. Let us test this hypothesis. I hope you can see my markers writings. I hope
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes.
All right. Now the second thing I need to do, if you remember what is that thing, we have to go to data. In data, we have data analysis. In data analysis, I have so many options. T-test, paired sample. I can apply paired sample also, but it's not two sample equal variance, two sample unequal variance. Here I can go with equal variance because I have balanced sample sizes. So I am going for 2 samples with equal variances. All right, okay. In 2 samples, so first of all, I have to click on that. Yes, labels are there. My p-value cutoff is 0.05. Variable 1, because I have mentioned my labels, is SRK, and variable 2 is my Salman Khan. All right, and I clicked on OK, very simple. And then I have this result, see. For SRK, the average bounce rate is 45%. For Salman Khan, my average bounce rate is how much? 60%. It is more. What is my p-values? P-values are important for me. p-value 1 and p-value 2. So this one I am going for one single tail test is sufficient enough. I don't need to go to tail. It is p-value is around 5%.
5%.
So null hypothesis is correct. Only 5% probability is there. 95% is that both are not equal. And even values are saying it is around 50% and 60%. The meaning is that if you want to reduce the bounce rate, you need to have a landing page with Shahrukh Khan. You have to have landing page with a Shahrukh Khan. And this is not just on the basis of single day observation. It is on the basis of 8-day observation or many samples that you have to do. Now, you know that Shahrukh Khan is better, then you can compare with Amir Khan in the next iteration, because we have to improve continuously. We have to improve continuously. If you don't do A/B testing, then you will also be comparing Salman Khan with Amir Khan, which will be redundant task, which will be a redundant task. Yeah, that redundant task, you will be saving the money and time. Yeah, there is a hand. Let me, what is the question? Yes. What is the question?
For certain situations, we can actually analyze databases, normal averages also, like an overall. So on Facebook tools or any tool, we get an overall bounce rate for 2 ads that we run. So when does it become necessary to apply another test, like
T-test.
in our t-test? When does it become necessary that we have that double check also done on our data?
See, when it becomes necessary. Why it is, see, what is the thing over here? You may be saying that you have a count data. Like gender is a count. Let me get back to the statistics again. All right. I create, see, what created this kind? See, suppose there is a gender data here. All right, gender average is not there. Then you will be saying that count, let me allow to use averages data. Yeah, count data. All right. So why to do t-test? See, there are certain reasons. First is you have to replicate things again and again. Single replication is bad work. Single replication or single see, suppose I am testing COVID medicine, I will not test just on one person. I may be testing on thousands of persons in multiple cities. So replication is important. Otherwise, you will be testing Shahrukh Khan landing page or whatever situation you are describing. I will be taking that. You will be actually having very poor or very weak idea. You may go do wrong. T-test is a very powerful statistical tool. There is a science behind it, very rigorous mathematics, isn't it? Which does not appear on Excel sheet actually. What drives it? How words move? Yes, there's something, things are, it's very powerful. So when you manage to do t-test, you can be very confident. That is why life-saving, even life-saving medicines are based on t-test. Yeah, these kinds of tests, not t-test, there are very rigorous tests also. T-test is very rigorous, very powerful, but it is very simple. That is why you are. So just noise is there. So the thing is that if you want to be sure about your judgment, your opinion, because what is at stake, you have to take care of that. If millions of dollars are at stake, lakhs of rupees are at stake, job is at stake, you cannot afford a bad decision. All right, that's one thing. Now, if you are replicating, observation will not tell anything. Observation will not tell much of the things. Things may be very confusing, may be very close. Now, numbers can be very close. Huh? See, suppose instead of, suppose I can reduce these numbers. I can make it closer, both of them closer. Average here, average is like 55 and here average is like 59. Then what will do? What you will do, there may be standard deviation may be high, then you have to go for test. Now the third thing, once you replicate, everything can be converted into testable by t-test. You get it in matrix. Suppose gender data is there. So suppose this is a percentage of gender, that how many females clicked on SRK and how many females clicked on SK. Wow, how many kids clicked on SRK, how many elderly clicked on SRK. The meaning is that every time you can get things into percentage. So on one hand side, I am not dissuading you to use simple numbers. You can use simple numbers. But if you want to be more precise, you have to use t-test. There are other tests also. Chi-square test is also used, which is more popular actually. But I have to tell you another test and then it will be confusing then. Yes, there were more questions.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Sir, just wanted to ask you one question that if this is like day-wise data, which is, can you just, sir, share the screen again,
Yes,
please?
sure.
Sir, if suppose one is Monday, then two is Tuesday, and this is how we go. And we are seeing that on the fourth day, the bounce rate for Salman Khan is less. And then again, we say that on the eighth or on the ninth day, the same result is happening. So is there a way we can judge that on this particular day, the bounce rate for SK is less, so we'll promote that particular ad on that day?
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. That's an interesting thing. Uh, hmm. So the meaning is that this will be a matter of another test. Yeah, this will be uh, uh, yes, you can do that, but that will be where you will be having there are ways to handle such time series things, but not in A/B testing. Then you will be having further many A/B test actually. You have to replicate it on further days. But this kind of thinking is good. If you have the resources and time and patience, further researching is always good. The point you have identified, it is worth pursuing. It should be pursuing. If you are not just do not do the technique, but you also think. Yeah, if you're thinking man's hand tool, this is also a thinking man's tool actually. But you have money and resources, you can go for that.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to want to become more precise, and actually it is done actually. Yeah, in SMS marketing and other thing, people do that. At what point of time SMSs should be sent? Yeah, and what kind of financial investment SMSs, financial products SMSs, at what time one should be sending. There is a fair bit of idea among industry people that yeah, it should be sent in night time or daytime. Suppose you have to send SMSs regarding shopping malls, nearby shopping malls. Who in which day, Monday, Tuesday, which day will be better? Maybe you will be receiving a note on Sunday and Saturday. So they have a fair bit of idea that when these messages are going to be more effective. Yeah, these coupons, lotteries, and those things. So yes, this actually that way is also a thing, and it should be respected, and you have to include it if you have more resources. Yes.
Sir, nowadays, the platform from which we generally execute email and all marketing campaign, they provide client-wise preferred time, like know what time they wanted to, they'll be accessing their mail, what is the preferred time for a customer. So they send communication according to the preferred time of the customer.
Yes, it's good actually. When customers themselves can tell that at what time they would prefer. But you will be also be getting a general idea that people may prefer same kind of time. So suppose when like in campuses, students have to share a survey. So do it at night time actually. Daytime everyone ignores, and after 5 minutes it moves away from their mind. If Facebook, Instagram, wherever they share. So night time people are sitting there at workstation. If something comes, they immediately respond. So that the meaning is that people develop. So people don't say, but they know that each other's comfort zone. That nighttime will be good. If they're informing it, it's very good actually, very good. Then you can move further. You still can experiment. Customers are very bad as far as understanding of needs and wants are concerned. That is also said actually at times. You must not believe in customers all the time. Maybe they are not able to reflect it. You also need to experiment and see that what are the blind spots. Never stop experimenting. Huh? End of experimentation means end of marketing. Then it becomes a routine thing, no growth, risk, and deterioration. All right. So let us change. I have other metrics to discuss, but before moving to other metrics, why not to discuss a little bit about funnel analysis? But before that, let me share some small article. Yeah, I have a reading. Let me see what is there in the reading. It has been defined. And if for basic learning, use experimental group and control group. This concept of A/B testing emerged in the industry because they want to simplify the technical jargons. Otherwise, you'll be lost in the jargon. A/B testing is not given by academician. Academician says T test, ANOVA test, F test. They don't say A/B test. A/B test is a term given by the industry people. They found T test as like very third class term actually. They made it something interesting. Huh? We say vanilla product or whatever. Yeah, they give good names actually of financial product. Yeah. What are the like? Yeah. This. So similarly, this term has emerged from the industry, but the concept is in like statistics. All right. So let me I should share actually. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So next thing that we can think about funnel and this customer journey. Nowadays, a lot of emphasis is on customer journey. I'm skipping some of the metrics actually. I'll be doing towards the end very quickly, whatever time allows. But before that, there's one thing which is important thing, more important thing to discuss is your attribution models that you might be doing actually. In attribution model, the basis is that customer journey. Now, customer journey, people were not tracking earlier. People were having some simple model of consumer behavior. With that, they used to think that need recognition, information search, alternative identification, evaluation of alternatives, decision, post-purchase behavior. This kind of journey was there. This kind of journey are still very, very relevant because they provide us the basis of thinking that how customers are going to move forward. But nowadays, we also have started thinking of customer journey in terms of touch points. Those are the psychological, the customer behavior thing, because how customer behavior in terms of broader psychological constructs, that's different thing. But how customers deal with touch points, that's important because touch points are created by marketeers. Touch points are created by marketeers. They are investments of marketeers. They are supposed to be managed by marketeers. And a successful management of touch points are going to result in better conversion, better retention, better management of customers in fact. So management of customer touch point is very, very important. And touch point is anything which customer approaches to solve his problem, Let us create a kind of a schema of some kind of touch point so that I can talk about it. Customer touch point. All right, so I have a problem. I wanted to have some hair care thing. I have a problem. At times, my spelling goes wrong. I don't know why. I forget this. Yeah, let me take this pen. Hair care. Hair care problem is. So I have a problem. This is a starting point. Okay. I can go to company website. And I can go to Google. Okay, I have two choices. I have two choices. Here to here, here to here. From company website, I can go to Amazon. And I can go to Flipkart. And there I can buy. And I can do not buy. All right. So from Google, I can go there. From Google, I can go there. And from here, I can go there. And I can go there. And from there, I can go there. And I can go there. And I can also, these are the possibilities. So if I am talking about customer journey may start from here, may go to Google and do not buy, may go to Google, go to company website, then Flipkart and then to buy, or go to company website, go to Amazon and then buy. So journey can be anything, customer journey. I have to understand. Now, what is that? I have to manage these touch points. This can be happen in the physical world also. It can have omni-channel journey. You may go to physical store, but nowadays, unless we have to purchase Coca-Cola and chocolate, for everything we have to get help of some internet or mobile somewhere. So this journey thing is become very important. Touch point. There will be salesperson. There will be company's call center. There will be literature. There will be this and that. So these touch points are created to aid customer. If touch points are not there, customer will not buy. The whole path should be clear. Now, the second thing will be that you have to manage them. Here you have to do search engine marketing. You have to do search engine optimization. Here you have to do website optimization, landing page optimization. Here you have to manage offers. You have to manage offers. Here you have to manage offers. Yeah. Many things you have to manage. You have to create these touch points and you have to manage things. You have to put focus. Now, how can you manage these things if you do not know which things are most important? Which things are most important? You cannot manage them unless you know whether Google is important or company website is important or Flipkart is important or Amazon is important or this is important. So importance not just in terms of overall scheme of things, important also in terms of certain important decision-making criteria, that what are those things which can generate leads? What are those things? Suppose there will be, you can also go talk about social media site. Social media site can be there, and social media site can take people to Google, and social media site can also take to your company website. This is also possible. So if you design such kind of touch points, so some touch points will be lead generating touch points. Some touch points, let me go to another page then. I can have lead generating touch points. Lead, I hope you understand. Generating touch points. You can have order generating touch point. You can have curiosity generating touch points. You can have feedback generating touch points. So you can have different types of touch points, and this can also tell you that where to emphasize. If you are interested in lead generating touch point, then what you will be doing? When you are interested in order generating touch points, then what to do? And there would be such desired generating touch points, then you will be handling them differently. Your focus will be different. So that way also you have to think. To address all these things, we have attribution models. We have attribution analytics, and we have attribution models. Attribution analytics and attribution models. So let us try to understand what are these things in with more text actually. And text will help actually to align my thinking. Yeah, attribution analytics play a crucial role in understanding the impact of various marketing campaigns on sales and key measures. So this is actually understanding of touch point. Some benefits are given, data driven and whatever optimization. But important thing is attribution models. Attribution models. What is attribution model? Attribution model actually is about distributing the credit to touch points for any success, for any milestones, activation milestones, sales, renewals, updating of profile. There may be many things, isn't it? So if something good has happened from the customer side, certain milestone has been achieved, how are you going to distribute the credits among various touch points? That's the question. If you can distribute the credits to the various touch points, you would be able to know where to focus, where not to focus, where to allocate more resources. What is going to happen if you remove certain touch point? How to economize, how to optimize, many things you will be start thinking. So these attribution models are essentially credit distribution mechanism, that something good has happened, how to distribute the credit, and if there may be that something bad has happened, how to distribute the credit. So that's very important. They are not, touch points are not human beings, but you have to manage them like your subordinates. So there are certain schemes by which it is done. Let me do it, choosing an attribution model. There are certain models. Wait, where is that? Yeah, they're very less in numbers. Anyways, one is called first touch attribution models. The meaning is that if you have 100 points, you will give those 100 points to that touch point which customers, buyers, or certain persons who have achieved certain milestone have touched the first entry point. Entry points are lead generating points, lead generating points. So suppose you want to manage lead generation, then you will go for first touch attribution, so you'll be allocating points to various touch points accordingly. For example, how it is going to matter to me, it is going to matter to me, where is my PPT here? If I, again getting back to the diagram, so I have certain lead generating point, social media and Google. Within social media, I may be having certain number of touch points. So suppose I allocated all the points to them, and company website is like already there will be repeat customers actually. So I would be rather focusing on this social media and Google thing. So if I am focusing, then I have some choices. And suppose if I give lot of points to Facebook and lesser points to Instagram, that is a decision area that tells me something. And suppose if I am giving lot of money to, a lot of points to Google, the meaning is that my search engine marketing is good. If I am not able to give much points to Google and I am giving much point to Twitter or Instagram, the meaning is that there my campaigns are better, at Google my campaigns are not that good. So this is the relevance of the scores that I would be allocating. I would be allocating to these first touch points attribution, first touch points. Now that's there. Second is last touch attribution. What is last touch attribution? The meaning is that if you are giving all the points, whatever 100% points to the last touch point before which resulted in sales, last touch point. Now we all know that every one of us want to buy something, but we do not want to spend money. We spend money because of some impulse happened somewhere, someplace, somehow. And that is why we purchase something. Otherwise, we are very happy to keep our money in our pocket. Yeah, in marketing, we said that use the hammer when iron is red hot. Or in marketing and sales, it is said announce discount only when customers are desirous. If we are announcing discount before the opening, no customer will buy because it is not going to create any impact. Impact will be created when customer is desirous. So last touch attribution, last touch point has its own importance in generating sales. So if you are interested in finding those points where which are which are the hammers, and hammers which hammers the red hot situation, so that is going to be important. So suppose if I want to understand in terms of this very point, how I have to understand. So my actually last point will be either Flipkart or Amazon. So suppose I am giving lots of point of Amazon, lesser point of Flipkart. The meaning is that I have to understand that how things are happening. I also have to understand that what is the probability that from company website people are going to Flipkart and from company's website people are going to Amazon. If probability of going to Flipkart is high and from Flipkart the conversion is less, the meaning is that, or the points are less, the meaning is that I am doing some mistake which I have to manage, or I have to manage my company website so that more people may go to Amazon. Maybe Amazon social proof is more. Maybe Amazon things are more convenient. That is why conversion rate is better. So I have to work like that. I have to work like that. So the meaning is that this is going to work. Now there are other things. Linear attribution. Linear attribution is you are giving points equally to all the touch points. Suppose you want to do path analysis. You want to know that which are redundant touch points, where to focus attention and which to ignore. Yeah. So there you want to understand what is the path to failure. What is the path to no buy? What is the path to non-achievement of milestones? So again, if you want to do such analysis, then you will go for linear attribution. You will be allocating equal points to all the touch points. Fourth one is a time decay attribution. So time decay attribution is that every touch points get the points, but that is time dependent. Closer that is to the cells, more points. According to some rules, more points those touch points are going to get. So suppose your cell cycle is very long. It may take 6 months, 3 months. Then what expedited the cells, you should be recognizing that actually. So there you have to work harder and then it will be managed in a better way. And then we have position based, that how a touch point is positioned. Some people may focus on first point and last point, and in between very small amount of point will be distributed, like 40% each to the first and last, and eventually to the rest from the remaining 20%. Now the thing is that this is not the exhaustive list. There is a machine learning also is there working. Yeah, you have clustering method and those kinds of things, and other analytics techniques are there that learn that how to allocate the points in a way that it gives a better management of things. So this is an area where a lot of work is happening as it. So the meaning is that this is useful in managing the customer journey. If you want to manage the customer journey in data driven way, you have to collect touch point data. You have to link them. You have to analyze them. You have to give them attribution scores and manage your marketing. If you want to manage the customer journey, it is very important. We just can't focus just on the sales, the final point, but you have to focus on many more things. So one important metric related to that is called removal effect of channel. Removal effect of channel. So what is this removal effect of channel actually? Let me think this very way. Let me copy it and paste it here. This analysis you can do actually. So suppose there are 1,000 customers landed. And you have 100 customers, number of customers converted. So your conversion rate, what is your conversion rate? Your conversion rate is 10%. All right. You have a conversion rate of 10%. Now you are you have three. There are three touch points A, B, and C. If you remove A, your conversion rate declines to 5%. If you remove B, your conversion rate declines to 2%. And if you remove C, your conversion rate declines to 1%. These are new conversion rates. You remove one by one. So you want to have a removal effect. So what is removal effect of channel? Removal effect of channel I is 1 minus conversion rate without channel I and divided by conversion rate with channel I. So suppose removal effect of A. So here removal effect of A will be, this is not actually final formula. There are other formats also. According to industry or company may change the formula. So don't get surprised here. Don't get very yeah, associated with this thing. These are evolving things. Things change actually. It will be like 5% divided by 10%, or is equal to 1 minus 0.05 divided by 0.1 is equal to 1 minus 5 by 10 is equal to 0.5. So removal effect is 50%. So 50%. So that way one may think that if you remove one of the touch point, how much of the cells you are going to lose. So the meaning is that if you can think about this diagram in terms of removal effect also. Where is that diagram? Yeah. So you can think about this very thing also, that suppose I removed, what happened? I removed, what happened? So that will be giving you a kind of removal effect. And once you have the removal effect, you would be able to understand in this mess of touch points that what is the importance of individual touch points. And accordingly, you will be locating your resources. Accordingly, you will be identifying points of strengths, points of weaknesses. Yeah, there are so many chats. I was not reading any chat actually. Yeah. No, you should speak actually. I can see only one window. I don't even know that what was the question. No, you have to speak actually in the proper context. Please do not leave the session at the end of, let's say, we will launch a poll to, what is that?
They do the survey, sir. The Times Pro guys, they do the survey.
No,
We are
that's
linked to
not.
it. Yeah.
So what I'm saying here is that in a data-driven way, you can manage customer journey. These are the new things actually. You will be having some data, there are softwares available. And if you know that pivot charts, I have some material, it is freely available on online. It's not a big deal. So you can actually find such things. You can allocate a scores. You can create your own attribution model. You can create your own rules by which you will be allocating points. And you will be understanding that which touch point is playing what role. You will remove what and what will happen. So touch point management is important, not just in terms of sales, but also in terms of other different milestones that I talked a few moments back when I was talking about activation rate. Let me share this very file with you. Okay, it is still open. That is why it is not. Okay. And let me share this. All right. Next day when we'll be meeting, I will be giving you a reading in advance on your email. Reading or message, you can go through that because we have to discuss customer analytics and some CRM will come invariably and that will be there. And yeah, so let us move to discuss the smaller metrics that I planned. And file is opening. Okay, this is one of the metrics, time to activation. So earlier I talked about activation. And I also talked that activation should not just be thought of in terms of cells, but there can be other milestones that I described, that's there with you. So you can think that activation in terms of some kind of milestones also. Yeah, this can be some kind of milestones will be there. So time of activation, we should know that first success time minus sign up time, or in time, milestone achievement time and the starting time to that very phase. Yeah. So this thing is important because longer the time, more achieve that milestone. Yeah. And if it is a shorter, the meaning is that your marketing is efficient. Your sales velocity will be higher. You will be making your revenue a lot quicker. So it is an important thing which people ignore. Out of positive thinking, they keep putting resources and time. Resources are function of time. The longer you take in converting customer to from one milestone to another, the more resources you spend. So this metric, if to manage the resources as well. Though the costing is also not dependent on the time. That's one thing. Okay, that's there. There are interesting things, but let me. And then we have conversion rate. I'm going to share with you. These are the smaller points that it has to be taken care of. But again, conversion rate has to be understood in terms of stages, touch point stages, touch point milestones, behavioral milestones, not just the sales. Just thinking in terms of sales will not help us in thinking in data-driven way. There are multiple things in the customer journey that may be affected. Conversion rate may be affected by many aspects. You can test with A/B testing. So conversion rate will be important when you're giving free trials, you're offering freemiums, you're offering giving free freebies, and then you're trying to understand what is a customer conversion rate. Nowadays, acquiring customer has become important, and they are very expensive also. Whether it is retailer or cab or restaurant, they are actually coming up with small schemes. Big marketers, including small marketers, all of them are getting into this mode of thinking. This total number of conversions, that is also important. Time to convert, average time to convert, total sum of individual conversion times divided by number of converted customers. This is also important metric, that on average, how much time customers are taking. Funnel completion rate, that how many people are at the start of the stage and when the final stage. So we can think in terms of funnel, which we may be aware of. That is also important thing. Conversion rate and all those things. Anyways, that's there. Then there is a thing which is called feature users rate. Now, whether you are in share marketing thing or you're running a news website or any service business, you have large many features. Every service business is on the website, and every service business's websites or apps are of some importance. I think you may say every doctor has a website nowadays. If a doctor does not have a website, that's his problem. But a doctor or even barbers can start a website. So any service business, if you have a website, it's a very kind of aid. And the aura of product, or may say the gambit of product, has become little confused. We say that what is product is digital elements are all invariably there. The way we conceptualize about the product has changed actually. Books also would realize that the way we think is also going to change, adapt to that accordingly. So the feature usage rate is very important. Netflix may have many features. Google may have many features. Amazon may have many features. YouTube may have many features. Add-ons. So a marketer who already has a customer, the marketer is trying to sell many more features to them just to retain them, to develop them, not just to retain and develop them, but also to get more businesses from them. Yeah, you also might be trying to do the same. So if you want to understand the funnel analytics, attribution analytics, you have to understand in terms of feature usage rates also. You can think in terms of touch points also. So feature usage rate is how to find that. To calculate feature usage rate, divide the number of features, monthly average uses. Divide that number of logins in the given period. All right. So for example, if you have number of features, feature monthly average usage is 25,500 and the number of logins during that period is 34,000, then the feature usage rate is 75%. That's very important. See, monthly active uses. It's like unique usage. MAU indicates unique users. Unique users. Also, a same user maybe like in the other context, but here it is different. It is like how many logins have happened and those login, how many time it is used. So suppose Instagram logins, how many logins happen? Okay, 1,000 logins happen. How many times message box was checked? Okay, that's one thing. People logged in on Facebook. How many times stories were clicked or some features were clicked? So that way one may be able to think. Okay, this will help. Streets and stuff, the sharing units. Okay, that's fine. And there is one thing which is important for decision making. It is monthly active users and daily active users. So these active users are unique users. Unique users, not the duplicate. Yeah, daily active users. I may log into Instagram 3 times a day, but the other 2 logins will not be unique. Only first login will be unique. So when I talk about monthly active users and daily active users, I am talking about unique users. Unique users. And this can have parallel in brick and mortar marketing as well, not just in online marketing. So I have to find that what is the number of monthly active users and what are the number of these daily active users. It should grow. It should not come down. It grows actually when I run good types of campaigns. Okay, I may have some time of some kind of threshold time like 30 days. It can be weekly also. But what is the role of this? The role of this is finding this ratio. This ratio. Daily active users divided by monthly active users multiplied by 10. This percentage will be given. So daily active uses or number of unique visitors daily divided by number of unique visitors monthly will be a ratio. Why this ratio will be important? Why this ratio will be important? Suppose ratio is high, ratio is 100% or ratio is 10%, then what? Ratio is 100%. The meaning is that your users are logging in daily. Monthly users are actually logging in daily. And 10% no, they are logging in after a gap of certain time. If they are logging in daily, that's very good. Suppose there is a B2B website or B2B app or B2B kind of tools, free tools that has been offered to B2B customers. What do you think? This ratio will be high or low?
It would be low.
It can be high also or it can be low.
It can be higher, sir.
Depending on the industry, yeah. But otherwise it will be low. Because you have lower number of monthly active users and 1 or 2 might be using that may be low, but your denominator will be low, and that and if your things are used quite a lot, then this ratio may be very, very high.
B2C it can be high. B2B can be little on a lower side.
Yeah, yes. There is some statistics are there. The ratio over 20% are considered good. Those exceeding 50% are excellent. Facebook more than 50%, but this may be older data. I have not logged into a Facebook since the last 6 months actually, I guess. I don't have so many friends online actually. That's also a case. So the meaning is that these things are very important. I may not even fall in the MAU actually. Yeah, in the bracket of MAU. They have to change this ratio actually. They should start thinking in terms of 6 months. So this ratio is important because they talk about that how likely that you are going to retain your customers, your subscribers and your MAU. Yeah, your number of subscribers and your MAU will be one kind of ratio. That will be one kind of alarming thing. And this another ratio will be another kind of alarming thing. But this can have parallels in your physical marketing as well. You can think creatively. I can create a kind of physical parallels also. So digital marketing is actually enriching marketing. Because of digital marketing, we have terms like omni-channel marketing. And when we talk about omni-channel marketing, immediately your physical stores come into it. We start thinking differently. So distinguishing something as a digital marketing and physical marketing is a redundant exercise. We should feel that everywhere it should be applicable. If it is not applicable, maybe something has to be done to take care of that. All right. So let me share all these files in one go. I have time to activation, conversion feature. Okay. Okay, all are reaching to you. So I will be sharing this article through mail. When next class you may read it, you may not read it also, but you can have a cursory look at that. Okay, yeah, I sent 6 files. How many were reached? Okay, yeah, yes, yeah, yeah, it's 5, 6. All right, it has reached to you. All right, so I'm open to questions. I have 1 minute, 2 minutes. I will be ending on time. So all of us are here, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's great. That's great. So you can ask question. The thing is that you have to see things from your perspective. Some of you do that. Actually, you asked question or responded based on your keeping your own perspective. It is good actually to think, way to think. You have to think that how it is going to help you. The solutions have to be implemented.
Yes,
Softwares
sir.
have to be implemented. So
Yeah.
it cannot be readily implementable in your situation, but you can think of that how to do that, and maybe some solutions would be there in the market for all very these things. Some software suits are available.
They are there, sir. And if you can allow me, I can show it to you just 1 minute.
All right.
All right, just give me a second. All right. Let's say share. Just let me know once you see my screen.
Yes, your screen, in your screen, I am appearing actually.
How come?
If I have a feature by which I can allow you to share something, or you may
I
already.
think maybe some functionality issue. If you can allow me, then probably.
I'm checking that. I'm checking that. Rename, allow
You can also share
to
your screen,
multi-pin, allow to multi-pin. No, put in waiting room. No, remove, remote. No, I used to have a feature. I am not a host. I'm a co-host.
Amit, there is an option to share the screen if you can
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
We
yeah.
have already
No,
allowed
no, it
everyone
was
to share
actually
their
showing the entire screen, but I got it. I think window-wise I can. So
You can
just
do
let
one
me know
thing.
once
You
you
just
see.
open the file, whatever you want to show, and then
So
just click
just
on
let me
share
know
screen.
once you see the screen.
Yeah, now we can see it.
Okay, great. So it's like, we use Salesforce and Oracle Eloqua as a lead nurturing, tool. And if you see, this is the canvas I've designed, most of the engineer will understand. So if you see, sir, the perspective which you were telling us, the lead nurturing module. So we have a problem statement, and then we have a solution, and then we also have, why. So basically, it's a customer experience journey wherein we say customers are facing some sort of problem here, and then we send some sort of like mailer, we highlight what kind of problem they face, then the kind of solutions which we have. Of course, there are multiple filters which we apply. So this is one example, using different tools, and that's how we nurture them. So it's a 6-month journey. Customer goes to different touch point, because the mailers will have social media links as a footer, header will have the company website wherein all the products and solutions are there. So that's it.
Thank you for sharing. I do not have access to such things. Huh? I wish that I should have. I can
So these are
invite.
like paid tools, but yeah, I mean, pretty dominant nowadays. Most of the company use it.
Mhm. Okay, so I was not aware about that. Yeah, these softwares are not with me, so I have to understand it like from outside's like perspective. If you are using it, that's great. Actually, that's great. So, any problem you face using that?
Not exactly a problem, but we are able to understand, a lot of data we get it because there are various touch points, which we call it CTAs, and we'll able to find out, okay, how many people have opened the first email, the second email, the third email. So in this particular canvas, it took me a month to design. There are 15 emails.
You
which
yourself
all-
designed it. You yourself
Yeah,
designed
yeah,
it.
yeah, right.
Google Analytics also provides something similar.
Yeah, and it also
Free of
give you
cost.
the reporting module wherein you'll have all the analytics. You'll get the data of, open rate, bounce back, hard bounce, soft bounce, including, how many people have clicked it, what kind of tool they've used, whether it's a mobile, whether it's a laptop, whether it's a desktop, which country they are from, what kind of,
Rajesh ji,
if they goes to the
Google
website, how
Analytics,
many
most of the
pages they
data
have
is already
downloaded.
provided
तो
by
कल नाइट
Google.
में आपने मुझे मैसेज किया था कि मीट इन ऑफिस.
Okay, we have to end or something. Okay, there will be another classes back to back. Huh? So we have. I think yes, yes. Please, your voice was not audible. Please, बोलिए. Times Pro Studio. Yeah. Yeah, आवाज नहीं आ रही है, but I am assuming that we have to end on time. Actually, what he must be saying. Okay, okay. So we can end here now. That thank you for sharing. Thank you for taking a toll to share that. That's excellent. Alok has a question, huh? No.
No, sir. No, sir. It's okay.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, I'm ending here. We'll be meeting next day.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you so
Okay.
much. It was a great
Thank you,
session.
sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.